Joining me now, Democratic Congressman Mike Quigley of Illinois. He sits on the House Intelligence Committee. Now, government sources tell CNN the documents the DOJ provided, that is, last night, they do not provide any evidence of President Trump's wiretapping claims. Can you confirm that?
Well, we got that document late yesterday while most of us were on our planes home. So I can't confirm. I suspect very strongly, though, that what we're going to hear on Monday from Director Comey is a denial that there's any evidence about this unsubstantiated claim. I suspect that document will say the same thing, and it will only lead further proof. I suspect that the President of the United States probably read something in Breitbart and tweeted about it, and we're facing the consequences of that action.
How are you preparing for Monday's hearing?
We've been getting extensive briefings on this, a lot of documents to read. This is going to take some time. We're hoping for a thorough, fair, bipartisan, bicameral analysis of this, an investigation that will follow the facts wherever they lead, because the American public deserves to know exactly what took place. So at this point in time, it's just working on the investigation on a daily basis. The first hearing will be Monday, and then the following Tuesday, there'll be a follow-up meeting with other intelligence officials.
As you mentioned, there are different steps to this. So what exactly are we supposed to know after Comey testifies on Monday that we don't know now? Because so far it seems like there's been a lot of smoke, no fire, just confusion.
Yeah, let me at least address some of the expectations here. Director Comey is not going to reveal any national secrets in front of an open hearing. I think what you're going to see Monday is framing the analysis of where Democrats and Republicans are going to go with this investigation. I think you'll see the Republicans focusing on the leaks. I think you'll see the Democrats focusing on just how far the active measures the Russians took against the democratic process went, and was there collusion or was there agreements or understandings with members of the Trump administration or the campaign at that time.
Now, on the broader Russian investigation, are you concerned about how soon this hearing is happening, and that if Comey does not come out and confirm the ties between Trump campaign and Russia, for example, say we don't have it yet, or there are no ties, that Republicans might be able to then say that this investigation is simply a political witch hunt?
You know, I think what you're going to see is evidence, questions asked from both sides, which are going to make the American public more curious. I think if it does anything, it's going to add pressure that both sides cooperate and not block this investigation. We're going to need the power to subpoena. We're going to need resources. We're going to need technical help. We're going to need bicameral, bipartisan cooperation to get to the bottom of this. We already accept the fact that we're not going to get any of those things from the White House. If anything, we're going to get obstruction.
Why do you think that?
The remarks that have been made, the bizarre statements that have come out of the White House, at least following. When you first saw this, I mean, what did the president say? None of this happened. The Russians weren't involved. Then you see them backtrack. Then you see the distractions about the wiretap, which are absolutely fanciful. So I suspect what we're going to see instead is distractions or bizarre statements alleging that somehow microwaves or vacuum cleaners were involved in the tapping of the White House. You know, I'm comparing it to the poem The Jabberwocky, which is this extraordinary nonsense poem. And when Alice reads the poem, she says, I don't know what this is all about, but I know something has died. And in my mind, what's died is telling the American public the truth. The White House has to begin to take responsibility and cooperate with this so the entire public knows exactly what took place.
I want to talk a little bit about something that maybe was a little buried earlier this week because of so much going on, kind of fast and furious. Your colleague on the House Intelligence Committee, Adam Schiff, accused the president of declassifying sensitive intelligence about a potential CIA hack. Now, this happened during an interview this week with Fox. Let's watch.
With the CIA, I just want people to know, the CIA was hacked and a lot of things taken. That was during the Obama years. That was not during us. That was during the Obama situation. Mike Pompeo is there now doing a fantastic job.
When you heard that, what went through your mind?
Well, first of all, unfortunately, given that he's the President of the United States, he can say whatever he wants to say. The problem with reacting to it is either way, if I'm acknowledging what he says is correct or incorrect, I can't win because I would be arguing one way or another whether or not it's true. So as absurd as it sounds, it's hard for me to react to the President's statement because I could be committing the same sin, and that's revealing secrets that we don't want our adversaries to be aware of.
And when you say the President can say whatever he wants, I mean, in essence, he can declassify information that is classified. So if he says the statement, it doesn't necessarily say he did something wrong. Is that what I'm understanding correctly?
Yeah, he wouldn't be breaking any laws. He'd be doing something that's inappropriate, a bad idea, could conceivably reveal state secrets. So I would hope that he would be more careful in the future addressing these issues. And again, taking some responsibility for the fact that we're dealing with these issues. You know, in the bottom line, when you look at all this, the President's sign on his desk probably now should say, the buck stops anywhere from here. Instead of addressing the fact that he tweeted something he shouldn't have tweeted, he won't take responsibility. When there's a problem with a raid in Yemen, it's the general's fault. The day after he speaks to Congress, he blames his senior staff, or it's the Democrats' fault, or President Obama, or the Republicans, anyone but himself. And we see the country be embarrassed when he blames Great Britain. At some point, he has to act like the President of the United States. He has to take responsibility, and we have to move forward together.
Congressman Mike Quigley will be watching that hearing on Monday. Thank you for spending some time with us this weekend.